The holidays have arrived. Thank you for spending a part of them with us. We're away in Week 16 on EA Sports. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
First play of the drive. Here's Mostert. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Working quickly here.
32-yard line.
Going to the ground again on first. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Daniels from the pistol. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 6-0 lead right away. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
He's throwing for it, and he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points. I get this. I understand the temptation here, partner, trying to follow up one big play with another, but they can't do it. They're stopped on the 2-point try.
Now, oftentimes, if you score on a home run, I'm sure you're emboldened to believe you're just going to get the 2 points. Well, it's not quite that simple, and I'll tell you what else you've now done, Kate. After demoralizing that defense with the big play, you've given them a little life with that stop.
And they'll be happy about where they're about to take the field. He's up to the 35 on the return. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
First down, and they go right back to him. Jukes one defender, and he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. First down, a run with Barkley. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They'll motion Brown right. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Ooh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Hurts now on fourth. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They send a tight end in motion. The drive begins with a run for Mostert. And he'll get it up to the 27. Offense in the hurry up here.
Tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now it's 3rd down.
Come on, set. Curve 19, curve 19. Dragon 60. 79 Bronco. 18 Rattler, 18 Street.
A tight end in motion now. Daniels throwing on 3rd. Throw complete to Sinnott. That play good for 17 and a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
60 Bobcat, 60, 70 Lions, Mustang 19. Buffalo 18. Rig alert, rig alert. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Take go.
Here's Daniels. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Play fake here. Daniels. He's got time here. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
60 Maverick. Go Street. Chap alert. Ready.
Again, Daniels to the air. It's taken in by Sinnott. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
That's good for a Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hurt.
Slot man motioned over.
19 Lions, 70 Timberwolves.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Launches one deep downfield. He drops it. Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Let's go.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Cup 19.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Got Sinnott. It's complete. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Working quickly here. We're a quarter of the way.
The end of the first quarter with the Spix to score.
Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Motioning one of the tight ends.
60 Bobcat. Go.
Daniels on 1st down. Able to get it to Mostert. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They'll run with Mostert. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
Here we go, set. Riggs.
Mostert. It's a gain of a yard, but they needed just a couple more inches. 3rd down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Check, Panther. Ready.
Mostert trying to punch it in. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Commanders go up by 12. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating a defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Ready. Mustang 19.
They'll motion him out of the backfield.
Hey, smash. Set, go.
1st down throwing for Hurts. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Offense in the hurry up here. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out.
19 tight. 19. Go straight.
Running back sent in motion.
Go, Riggs. Go. Ready.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
And that's into the end zone, so they follow the touchdown by tacking on 2 more to their lead. Well, yet again, partner, they choose to go for 2 instead of the PAT, and for the 2nd time in this ballgame, they are successful.
You and I both know, having done this for a while, sometimes you go into these games and you don't exactly know the mindset. This one, it's pretty clear. It's all about aggressive.
Oh, he lost it on the hit! And they steal it back on the return. Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders making this a laugher before halftime. Not exactly the big play that these reworked kickoffs were designed to promote, Brock, but hey, excitement's excitement, right? And it is hard to beat the old scoop and score.
Don't tell that kicking team that wasn't a big play. This is what they work on all week long, Kate.
Yep.
This is how they become special as a special teams unit to punch it out and take it back to the house.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Really seemed like they were trying to get as much momentum as possible out of that series of events, didn't it? Big play like a fumble return, Brock. They wanted to add another big moment with that two-point try.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all, even if they did fail. Kind of like a big play we see all the time, right? The offense will get right back to the line. Don't let that defense breathe. I don't mind it, even if the execution wasn't there.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Hurts back to the air after the pick. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Commanders get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Come on, set. Trap 60, trap 60. Check smash, check smash. Hut, hut.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. Here's a deep shot towards the... He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Washington. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine. Surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
And he's into the end zone, so the blowout continues as they tack on 2 more.
36, Eagles nothing.
Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Check Bobcat, check Bobcat. Let's go.
They're going to go with Barkley on the counter. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends.
Pressure's there, and the Commanders got him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. We've hit the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. The Eagles with a long ways to go for a score. And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel on 3rd down.
Cut 19, cut 19. Hey. Check go.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. He throws a bullet down the right. He's got it. Oh, what body control to stay in and get the 2 feet down. So the ball on the midfield stripe now after that big play. It's 1st and 10.
Tag. 79 Bronco, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Riggs. Check.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Offense up to the line fast.
A 10-yard loss on the play. It's 2nd down.
They kick the running back in motion.
Mustang 19. Ready?
Trying again following the sack. And it is intercepted, but he couldn't stay in bounds. Ooh, offense catches a break there.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Third and long for him here. He's going to push one deep down the right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
On 4th down, Hurts. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Out of the gun, Daniels. Finds a seam down the middle. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Now the Commanders lining up for another 2-point try.
Line up for the 2-point conversion.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready, ready?
Daniels from the pistol. And he's got it. They certainly weren't hurting for points, but hey, why not add 2 more onto the massive lead they've got? Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How do they lose him? How do they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
First and 10 now from the 30. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Hurts now from the gun. That's into the hands of Barkley. And he's tackled for a short gain. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Commanders with an extra DB out there to defend this 3rd down.
19 Lions. Check smash, check smash. Hurt.
Pressure coming, it's Hurts. Complete beyond the marker. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles chop some of the lead off before the half. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
This is caught. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails.
44, Eagles 6.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
30-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Seven Pirates. Come on. Warrior 70. Say, hey. Hey.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders boat racing them to the halftime locker room. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. Return starts from the goal line. And he made a push for the 30-yard line before going out just a bit shy.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. From the pistol, Hurts. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
79 Bronco. 18 Rattler. 60 Bobcat. 60. Ready, right?
Hurts. Barkley's got it. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
Kate, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
19 tight.
He'll throw it. That's cut beyond the marker. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles chop some of the lead off before the half. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. Yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
The Eagles lined up here. They're trying for 2 once again. A final throw before the break. And they can't connect, so nearly 8 points to end the first half, but they'll only take an extra 6 into that locker room.
Eagles 12.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. On the return, here's Jones. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half.
That's the end of the first
So we finished 2 quarters, a couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Number 26 is the ball carrier.
Working quickly here.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. And an Eagle first down.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
On first down, Hurts. And the Commanders get home, they drop him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's second down.
Lightning 18.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. Has a lane past the 45. He's at the 30, 20, 15. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Now the Eagles will attempt another two-point conversion.
The Eagles will set up for the two-point conversion.
Trying for it on the ground. And he is stopped. Wow, a bit surprising after he just burned this defense, but he doesn't make it across, and the two-point try fails. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Go! Riggs! Hut, hut.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Brings up second and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Now Daniels off the play action. He's going deep this time. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Check. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Warriors, 70. Is that even a play?
Third and short, Daniels. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Incomplete. Sets up fourth down.
Ready? Cup 19. Hey, smash.
And they send a man in motion.
Check go.
Fourth down, here's Daniels. He's got the hook up to Watkins. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
60. Ready?
Daniels on first down. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Bravo 80. Ready?
Staying between the tackles with Mostert. And he's able to get this down to the 36. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Washington, first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
18 ready. Hut.
On first down, here's Daniels. He sends this one to the end zone. Big gain downfield. And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders push their lead further to start the half.
Washington will line up for the two-point conversion.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Mustang 19. Go.
He's throwing for it. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And he's out in the clear. The 50. The 30. And that is 2 points the other way as he takes the pick the entire way back. So the decision to go for two does result in a nice boost, Brock, but not for the team we were expecting, thanks to an alert play and a lengthy jog downfield from that defender.
Yeah, it took everybody. In order to do that and make that happen, it really was all 11 and then just a superhuman effort. You say jog, I say a sprint to glory.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Cowboy 80. Buffalo 18. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Check, hurt.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Chased out to his right. He just throws this one away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
19 tight, 19 tight. 18, find it, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Panther 11, Panther 11. Street.
Running back sent in motion.
Hut, hut.
Hurts trying again on second down. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles put at least a tiny dent into that lead. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
The Eagles lined up here. They're trying for 2 once again.
For the two-point conversion.
Back to throw, Hurts. And the 2-point pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work.
Commanders 58, Eagles 26.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
19 Lions. Set. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Rig alert.
They've got a man in motion. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. He lets one fly deep downfield. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Come 19, come 19. What are we doing? Dragon 60. Go street. Take go.
Daniels from the pistol. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. This one intended for the running back. So now it's going to be third and long.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
Set. 79 Broncos. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Hurt, hurt. Ready.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Trying for the deep ball. They connect on the deep shot. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Smash, smash. Check, smash.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion.
Ready.
Again, Daniels to the air. This will be caught by Watkins. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Offense in the hurry up here.
Washington Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Buffalo 18. Say, hey. Hut.
Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Oh, no touchdown, it's intercepted! And he's gonna go, it's a pick six!
Philadelphia.
Now the Eagles will attempt another two-point conversion.
The Eagles will set up for the two-point conversion.
19 tight, 19 tight. 18, Pioneer. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Go.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Buys time, rolling right. And he has it in the end zone for two, and that's going to chip away a little bit at that deficit.
Commanders 58, Eagles 34.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
30-yard line.
They're out and set. First and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready, ready. Panther 11, Panther 11. Trap 60, trap 60. Hut, hut.
Daniels coming back after that pick. He's loaded another one up. That's complete inside the 35. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Commanders 64, Eagles 34.
Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a first and 10.
Ready. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Warriors 70. Cub 19, Cub 19.
Here's Hurts. He locates Adonai Mitchell. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
On the ready.
Ball on the 45, first and 10.
Hey, check that, street. Go.
Now Barkley. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Let's go.
Offense up to the line fast.
Midfield. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
79 Broncos. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Mustang 19. Buffalo 18. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
from just shy of midfield on second down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
A loss of 14 on the play.
Working quickly here.
19 tight, 19, right here. 70 Lion. 60 Maverick, 60 Panther 11. Trap 60, trap 60. 19 Lion, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Check go.
Now Hurts on third and long. That's into the hands of Barkley. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Philadelphia.
Cup 19. Dragon 60. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On the handoff, it's Barkley. Room to run inside the 20. And he's finally taken down at the 16-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
15 yards. But it's now
18.
third down.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bob. Mustang 19. Buffalo 18.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. Eagles trying to do some window dressing. And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel on third down.
19 tight. 19 tight. 18 Pioneer. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Panther 11. Panther 11. Hey.
Hurts now from the gun. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jordan Poyer has it. Well, how quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and suddenly, not anymore. Red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate. And I don't even mean all those pass rushers, although they were certainly coming too. I mean the pressure of being third down in the red zone. That's where you got to slow yourself down as a quarterback and know you've got to simply protect the football.
And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Set. Pick it up. Trap 60. Trap.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on third down.
Let's go.
Man in motion here.
Go.
From his own end zone on third and long. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. He's got it deep downfield. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Gain of 52 yards.
7 Pirates.
That's good for a Washington.
Check.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hut, hut.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He's trying to go deep again. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down. Looking for the back that time. And now they face second down.
Set up. Warrior 70. Cup 19. Cup 19. Hey, Smash.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Ready, ready.
Second down and 10. Daniels. He's looking deep once again. This is brought in at the 50. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Set up.
From the red zone now. He's on the move. And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Commanders throwing 6 more on the blowout. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Oh, what an effort to bring in that short throw. I think we were all expecting to see the kicker there, but up big, they're still adding on with a 2-point conversion.
I think most of us, certainly the purists, would love to see the kicker there. Don't run up the score. But look, in the end, it's also on the other side, too. Stop them from scoring. Don't even let them put the 2-point conversion out. Keep them out of the end zone. You got a little responsibility to have some pride on that side as well.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, set. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Check, Bobcat, check.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just fling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that. This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Mustang 19.
Motion man right is Smith. One final shot here. Escapes the pocket. And there's our last-in image of this game. It's intercepted. And the Commanders make one of their best plays at the end, coming up with the interception on our final snap of the game.